Our quarterback room just got a lot more crowded, and it's a move that should make every fan in Washington take notice right now. We saw how much Jayden Daniels went through last year with those nagging injuries, and ensuring we have the right insurance policy is no longer just a luxury. It is an absolute necessity for this franchise's survival. Before we dive into this intense battle, please subscribe to help us reach our 500 subscriber goal, and leave a like if you love the burgundy and gold. Sam Hartman finds himself in a real fight for his professional life as the Washington Commanders look to solidify the depth chart behind their franchise cornerstone. We all know that Jayden Daniels is the future of this organization, but his rookie season showed us exactly how physical the NFL can be and how quickly a season can change if the starter goes down. Behind the young star, the team decided to keep veteran Marcus Mariota as the primary backup, providing that steady hand and experienced voice in the meeting room. However, the drama is brewing further down the roster. The front office surprised many by using a 7th-round pick in the 2026 draft on Ethan Kaliakmanis, a productive starter from Rutgers. This move wasn't just about adding a body, it was a clear signal that the third quarterback spot is wide open. This young man from Rutgers brings a massive amount of starting experience to the table, having led his college program with toughness and consistency. He was a 2-time captain and the first in his school's history to throw for over 2,500 yards in back-to-back seasons. On the other side, the incumbent is the former Notre Dame star, who spent last year on the practice squad. While he has been elevated to the active roster before, he has yet to prove he can handle the speed of the regular season. His performance in the 2025 preseason was honestly quite concerning for the coaching staff. He threw 4 interceptions and had a costly fumble, looking overwhelmed during a blowout loss to Baltimore. That kind of production makes it very hard for a coaching staff to trust a player when the games actually count. Now, we have a classic training camp battle between an undrafted player who knows the system and a drafted rookie with a high ceiling and a lot of momentum. The front office clearly saw something special in the newcomer to use a draft pick on him when the position wasn't an immediate need. It creates a high-stakes environment where every single snap in August is going to determine who stays in Washington and who is looking for a job elsewhere. The battle for this final spot on the depth chart is about much more than just statistics or arm strength. It is about who the coaches can trust when the pressure is at its highest. This young passer from Notre Dame has always had the look of a professional, but the transition to the NFL game has been anything but smooth for him so far. He struggled significantly with his decision-making during his first full summer in the system. And those 4 interceptions are a red flag that is hard to ignore. In the NFL, turnovers are the fastest way to lose your spot on a roster, especially when you are fighting for a backup role. The staff needs to know that if the worst happens and the franchise star is unavailable, the person stepping in won't gift the ball to the opposition. This is where the rookie challenger becomes such an intriguing option for the front office. This newcomer arrived in the league with a reputation for being a leader and a gamer. He started 25 games in a tough conference and showed a level of durability and grit that translates well to the professional level. He is 6'3" and over 200 pounds, giving him the prototypical build that scouts love to see in the pocket. His progression during his final year at Rutgers was impressive, showing that he can adapt and grow as the competition gets tougher. When you look at the way he handled being a captain, you see a player who commands respect in the huddle. That intangible quality is exactly what you want in a developmental quarterback. The coaching staff is likely looking for someone who can not only run the scout team during the week, but also show enough promise to eventually push for the primary backup role. While the veteran backup has his place, teams are always looking for younger, cheaper options with more upside. The competition this summer will likely see these 2 young men splitting the vast majority of the repetitions during the preseason games. It is going to be a grueling process of evaluation where every practice rep and every single third-down conversion is under a microscope. The stakes couldn't be higher. You might wonder why we are spending so much time talking about the third quarterback on the roster. But for a team like Washington, this decision is absolutely vital. We have seen far too many seasons derailed because a team was not prepared for an injury to their main guy. If the star quarterback has to miss a few series or even a full game, the quality of the players behind him determines if the season stays on track or falls apart completely. Having a reliable third option means the team has a safety net. If the veteran backup also gets hurt, you need someone who can step in and at least manage the game without making massive mistakes. This competition is about finding that insurance policy. If the rookie wins the job, it means the team has found a young asset they can develop for the long term. This could save the team money and draft picks in the future because they won't have to keep searching for backup help in free agency. On the other hand, if the incumbent from last year finally turns the corner and shows he can play, it proves that the team's developmental process is working. Winning games in the NFL is often about the players you don't expect to see on the field. Think back to all the times a backup came in and saved a game for this franchise. Those moments happen because the coaches made the right choice during the summer. This battle also impacts the locker room culture. When players see a 7th-round pick and an undrafted free agent fighting for their lives, it raises the intensity for everyone else. It sends a message that no spot is guaranteed and that performance is the only thing that matters. This creates a more competitive environment where everyone has to be at their best. If we choose the wrong person and they have to play, it could lead to losses that keep us out of the playoffs. The margin for error in the NFC East is so small that one bad half of football from a backup can ruin everything. That is why this summer battle is so significant. It is a battle that will define our bench strength. Imagine the best-case scenario for this quarterback room. The rookie comes in and absolutely lights up the preseason. He shows the poise of a veteran and the arm talent of a much higher draft pick. He moves the offense with ease and protects the football like a pro. This gives the coaching staff incredible peace of mind. It means we have a young, hungry talent who can grow alongside our franchise star. It means the front office hit a home run with their final pick. This would be a massive win for the organization. But now, consider the alternative. Imagine if neither player can separate themselves. Suppose they both continue to struggle with turnovers and accuracy during the summer games. If the incumbent continues to throw interceptions and the rookie looks lost in the speed of the NFL, we are in serious trouble. This would leave the team extremely vulnerable. If our starter gets a minor injury, we would be forced to rely entirely on a veteran backup who is already late in his career. If he goes down too, the season is effectively over. We have seen this nightmare scenario play out before, and it is painful to watch. The tension during these preseason games is going to be palpable. Every time the ball is snapped, we will be holding our breath. If the rookie fails to live up to the hype, the front office will look like they wasted a pick on a position that wasn't a priority. If the returning player fails again, it shows that he simply isn't an NFL-caliber talent. The stakes are incredibly high for these two young men. One will get to keep living his dream in the nation's capital. The other will be headed home, wondering where it all went wrong. The difference between success and failure often comes down to just a few plays in August. We need someone to step up and seize this opportunity with both hands. The future of our depth chart depends on it. We cannot afford to get this wrong because the season is too important to leave to chance. This quarterback battle is going to be one of the most underrated storylines to watch as we head into training camp. While most people are focused on the starters, the battle between the rookie and the returning player will tell us a lot about the depth of this roster. We need to know that we are covered if things go wrong. Personally, I think the rookie has a real chance to pull off the upset and take that spot. He has the college pedigree and the leadership skills that this team values so much. But what do you think? Do you trust the experience of the player who was here last year, or are you ready to see what the newcomer from Rutgers can do? Be honest, would you feel comfortable with either of them if they had to play in a meaningful game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And please, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we push toward our goal of 500 subscribers. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest insider news. Make sure to like the video and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.